Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these cute little bummies. They have like the paper bag waistband with the ruffle at the top. They're pretty cute and super beginner friendly. A couple things before we get started. I will be using my serger machine for this project. If you don't have a serger machine, that's okay. You'll just be using a zigzag stitch or some kind of stretch stitch for this. Also, if you're not familiar on how to work with patterns, I would suggest you go over to the video that I have linked here with the working with patterns video. Watch that one first so that you can know how to cut out the pattern before we get started, because I won't be going over that in this video. But it's pretty simple. There's only 2 pieces to this pattern, so if you're ready to do that, go ahead and follow along. So once you cut out your pattern pieces, you should have 2, your front piece and your back piece. What you're going to do is you're going to grab them and you're going to place them together with the right sides of the fabric together. And then you're going to start matching up those sides and clipping them together. And you'll also clip the bottom here. And once that's done, you're just going to go ahead and sew down the sides and the bottom. And once all 3 of those sides are sewed, you're going to go ahead and finish the edge at the top here. I went ahead and serged it. If you don't have a serger, you can use some kind of finishing stitch like a zigzag stitch. So now you're going to grab your measuring gauge here. You're going to fold the top down about 2 inches. And you'll just keep on adjusting until you have it where you want it, which will be 2 inches all the way around. Okay, so now you're going to measure down about 1 inch from that top, and you're going to sew, and you can line up your edge with the 1 inch mark that you have on your sewing machine. So just go ahead and start sewing 1 inch in from that fold line that you did when you folded it back. Alright, so now that you have sewed that 1 inch line, as you can see here from the top, now you're going to go 1 inch down from that line that you just stitched. So you'll just line up your machine with that 1 inch line that you just sewed so you can get another 1 inch line. When you're doing this one here, you are going to leave about 1 inch open. So don't completely sew it closed. You're going to leave it 1 inch open so that you can put that elastic through that casing that you are making right now. Okay, so now that you have that done, as you can see here, you have your casing. You are going to grab your elastic. You're going to cut out the amount that you need from your pattern, like here, and you're going to grab a safety pin, poke it through, and close it. And now find that inch opening that you left, and you're going to put your safety pin through and just start feeding it through. And I'll usually put a clip at the end of the elastic just so that I don't lose it when it's going through the casing. Okay, and then you'll take off that safety pin once you're done, overlap them and sew them together. Once that's done, you will just kind of pull it into the elastic casing, and then you'll sew up that inch opening that you left. And once that's in there, it will look a little like this. Now all that's left to do is the leg elastic. So what you'll do first is you're going to finish the edges here. I'm going to use my serger. Like I said, you can use a zigzag stitch if you don't have one. As you can see here, I went ahead and finished those edges. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold over those edges about 1/2 inch. And this will be easier to do if you turn this wrong side out. So go ahead and start folding that over. Okay, so grab your measuring gauge again, and you're going to measure out that 1 inch that you're going to be folding over, and then once you got it where you want it, you'll start clipping it in place. Okay, once you have both those, you are just going to straight stitch that close, leaving a 1 inch opening so that you can put that elastic through. Alright, so now you'll grab your elastic and your safety pin and you'll start feeding it through. Make sure that you add that clip to the end so that you don't lose that elastic. And once you got it through, you'll go ahead and take off that safety pin and then overlap them and sew those two edges together. Once that's all sewn together, you are just going to stretch that out, bring that elastic into the casing, and then you'll sew up that opening. And once that's done, you'll be done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like and follow so that you can be updated on the next video I will be making. Thanks so much.